Hey, what's up my fans? It's your boy Isaiah Drinkers here again. Now, as you know, well, if you watch my old videos back in my old channel, Vanessa W of my mom's old name, well, I got this character model Emily right here from Tommy made in 2004. Now, you're probably wondering, are we gonna take a look at Emily today? Because you did a review on her. Are you gonna review her again? No, not quite. For today's video, we're gonna look something a little bit different than this model. So I think we're gonna take a trip all the way back to the early years of Trackmaster and take a look at this right here. This kind of sort of like pamphlet that she came with from the box. I just found this for my toy box, and I wanted to keep this forever, just to keep for generations for years to come. Same thing with like the models, just to be on display. Kind of like Trinket does to some of these models, like Lady. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I mean, I still have the old 2 tan trap pieces, but I don't have the box sadly. But anyways, let's take a trip all the way back to 2007. And these comic books remind me of the Tom Winter Railway comic books. The last one that Mattel did was back in 2016. And boy, let's take a look at this. Like, wow, this is pretty amazing. Like, we got R.C. Thomas, which is very rare. Not like rare as Oliver. We got the airport in Germany. We got Spencer, his Tommy model, which I do have his model. We got Toby, the Trackmaster with 2 hopper trucks. I do have Toby for Tommy and Playwell. We got Emily, which I can only see her tender. I didn't know you can see it, but it's kind of hard to see. I can see Lady a little bit. I don't know you can see that well closely with our chosen truck at Napa Station. We also got Henry the Green Engine on top of the bridge. We got Bolstrom, I can see only this bow. We got Bulgy, well Green Bulgy, and Buddy the Bus. And I can't forget about Germany, the jet plane. Anyways, let's see what it says. There's lots of work to do on the island of Soda. Find out how Thomas and his friends get it all done by working together, taking their time, pay attention, and making themselves very useful. A busy day. Yep, and this is what the logo used to look like back in the early days when Hit Toys bought the line. Let's take a look. Thomas at Titmus Sheds. So this is R.C. Thomas at Titmus Sheds. This R.C. Thomas is pretty amazing without remote control. It's also a flip-based one, which I think is kind of rare to find nowadays on eBay. Same thing with his set. And you can also get Harold the helicopter. Speaking of Harold, I had the personal Harold that I use in my series, but whatever. Let's get on track right here. Thomas at Titmus Sheds. Thomas always begins his day at Titmus Sheds. Where will he go? You decide. Guide him over the bridge, through the tunnel, and out of the sheds. With the Trackmaster remote control, he can even peep a friendly hello to his friend Harold as he chugs his way to Brenham Docks. Yeah. Even Hit Toys made some other ends besides Thomas. Like, they made like a James, a Percy. They even made Molly the Yellow Engine for some reason. They should have made some more engines. Even Fisher Price did the same thing and later on in 2010. Next up is hard work at Brenham Docks. It's a busy day at Brenham Docks, and Salty, Cranky, and Bolso need help. guide Boso to the docks and work control so Cranky can unload the crates, and transfer them to Salty's cargo car, then send Salty on his way to Midway Station to make his delivery on time. Now, judging by the set, it looks pretty nice. Like, you can get like Cranky the Crane, Boso, and Salty. Why did Hit Toys include Boso in this set? He had been appeared in Season 5, and for some reason, without putting it all with his go, I think maybe to do his reappearance in merchandise, that is. I do have Salty, but in Trackmaster too. Train King does have Salty in Tommy version, whereas he did got it back a few months back. So congratulations to my friend right here. And for the Cranky, it looks pretty nice, but I like the 2020 Cranky a bit more because of that grumpy face. It looks pretty good though. I just wish he had that grumpy Cranky expression. And I can't forget about the lighthouse. It looks pretty nice. Thomas at the station. Thomas is busy chugging around the island of Sodor and he needs to pick up passengers at Midway Station. Well, is he need to pick up passengers then? Why he's not pulling any Clubber with him? Little engineers can help Thomas start and stop or change direction to make sure he arrives on time. When the work at the station is done, send him to the lumber yard to check on Scalori. The station at Midway Station, it looks pretty nice. And the Hit Toys Town is kind of also pretty good as well. Next up, Scalori at the lumber yard. Now I do have a Trackmaster Scalori, but it's the Fisher Price version. This is actually the Hit Toys Scalori. I mean, it looks pretty nice, but I hate the fact that he has face sidewalk like Renee's and Peter Sam. I wish he had real sidewalks instead of these stupid fake ones. Anyways, Scalori is working hard at the Soda lumber yard and he needs help. Lift the logs on the lumber crane so they can tumble down while waiting the cargo car. Then send Scalori over to the suspension bridge to help Thomas gather coal at Echo Cave. And the lumber company and that cargo car looks pretty nice. I love the looks on this set. Next up, Thomas at Echo Cave. A delivery of coal is needed at Midway Station, and Thomas knows where to go, Echo Cave. Help him pop past the station, over the suspension bridge, through the cave to fill empty coal car. After he makes his delivery, it's off to Boulder Mountain to see what James is up to. Now, the disappearing and reappearing truck of that coal looks pretty nice. They kind of did the same thing to Arthur at the Copper Mine set. And this track layout of this image looks pretty nice, to be honest. Next up is my favorite set of them all, James at Boulder Mountain. Poor James. He mistakenly knocked a Boulder Mountain out of place while trekking through the mountains. Now Boulder's chasing him. Help James to catch up to old rolling Boulder to push him back onto place. Then is off to the Silver Copper Mine where he needs to work there. Now, this set is amazing, mainly due to the James exclusive to that set. It's not like a normal James, it's actually like a flip-facing James. And the Boulder Mountain, it looks pretty nice. And Boulder, wow, it looks pretty awesome. But the problem I had with the set, why didn't include James in the set? Should I include like a character like Rusty in that set to make like Rusty and Rusty in the Boulder from season 5? But oh well, there's nothing I can do about it now. All I can say about the set is pretty nice, mainly due to James, Boulder Mountain, and Boulder. We got 2 more sets to go. Toby at the Copper Mine. Toby loves working at the Soda Copper Mine. Listen engineers can help load his cargo car with copper or as it is raised on the conveyor belt. Watch out, there could be a rock slide at the mine. Toby needs to help keep the tracks clear so that he can get back on his way. Now he's off to the coal station. This Toby is very nice, I tell you that. And just like with James, it's also pretty exclusive called like Flipping Face Toby. And I think that Toby is very weird to hard to find nowadays. Now I do have Toby from Toby Playwell when Toby first made Toby back in 1997 along with Diesel and Duck. This Toby is actually pretty nice, to be honest. We got the left set. Thomas at the coal station. Coal is very important on the island of Sodor. All the steamies need coal to power their engines. Thomas at the coal station picking up a big load today. Help him chop carefully under the coal chute that fell out to big cars. Then send him to the engine yard to deliver the load. That looks pretty amazing of this set, even without Thomas and the two trucks. Now, last but not least, we got my favorite part of this set. It's the engines and rolling stock that are included in this. Engines and more. When there is work to be done, Thomas and his friends are ready to help. Collect them all and create your own useful crew. Now, this is amazing what Hit Toys did. Let's talk about this first half first on the left side. So on the top, we got Elizabeth, Bulgy, and Buddy the Bus. Sadly, I don't have any of these road vehicles right now, but I hope to get them one day, mainly Buddy and Elizabeth. As for Bulgy, probably the same way, but I want the red version instead of the green version. I think red suits Bulgy more than green in my opinion. Next up, on like the bottom of them, we got Thomas, we got Rusty, and we got Bill. Whereas actually, I got Rusty back in 2020, the Hit Toys Rusty, which I did on a boxing video on back of my old channel, and he works still perfectly. Pretty happy to own this Rusty. Then we got the two big engines, Henley and Gordon. And last but not least, we got Salty with the black troublesome trucks. This Salty is pretty good. Same thing with his Fisher Price model. Now we're gonna come to the new models. First up, we got is Duncan. Duncan with his two slate wagons. And surprisingly, fun fact, I'm gonna tell you this good news. I'm actually gonna get Duncan pretty soon. He's gonna come either today, tomorrow, or Saturday. So keep a sharp lookout for your unboxing video because I keep a close eye on this packaging. When it comes, I'm gonna take it out from the mail and unbox this guy. So stay tuned for Duncan's unboxing right here because I'm so excited. Since I want this character for a pretty long time. And last up are the last four engines. First up we got is Rosie with the green truck with the balloons. I really want Rosie very badly. Let's hope I get Rosie one day for the female engines. Next up we got is Rocky the crane. Which I love that Rocky, but that Rocky is pretty rare. The only way I'm gonna get Rocky is getting his Playwell version, to be honest. I still want Rocky though, don't get me wrong. Now the last two are Sahano. Now Train King actually owned this Sahano, and he comes with the red coaches. This Sahano is pretty nice, but I don't want either give him gray wheels or black wheels. And last but not least is Fearless Freddy with the green Nalgis coaches. I actually have Fearless Freddy bought in Trackmaster 2 versions for some reason. Why Mattel made him when he didn't appear in GTI? And on the back right here, we got the Comic Capers DVD and this right here. And that, my friend, is this back of the year 2007 of this Trackmaster Yearbook pamphlet. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more videos. Bye.